Hello guys, we are back with another Naruto What If movie. Now guys, I'm gonna have to hold off on the Goro Goro no Mi and the other one I was thinking about, the Kaido series, or not series but movie, because I'm gonna be doing a remake to What If Naruto was the reincarnation of Sukuna. Now I'm gonna be starting this one off a way more different than before. So yeah, all the events are going to take place, I would say, after Naruto graduates. So, I'm going to start this movie off. What if Naruto was the reincarnation of Sukuna? Now, Sukuna is already, he was sealed inside of Naruto. Now, Minato didn't seal this, but Naruto, I'll just say he came across 20 fingers, ate them all, and now, the thing is, Sukuna can't take over because of the Shinigami seal. Now, since Sukuna isn't as strong as the Shinigami seal, Sukuna will not be able to overpower Naruto. But Sukuna can give Naruto all of his powers and memories. As this is when we're going to go to a time to where Naruto is in the graduation exam. As Naruto would fail. Now, as Naruto fails, this is when we're going to have a time to where Mizuki would be asking Naruto, or telling Naruto that he could pass if he steals the Scroll of Sealing. As Naruto would do so, this is when we originally start our what if. Now, as Naruto is jumping from tree to tree, he would stop, learning a jutsu. As this jutsu would be something called Shadow Clone Jutsu. Now, Naruto learning this after 2 hours would be found by Iruka. As Iruka would laugh at Naruto, saying that he caught him, and it's the gig is up. As Naruto would say, Mizuki or Iruka Sensei, you caught me. Well, does that mean I pass? I learned a jutsu. As Iruka would be like, Naruto, what are you talking about? That's when Mizuki would come in with a Fuma Shuriken, or a Demon Wind Shuriken, but I'm pretty sure it's a Fuma one, and throw it at Naruto, but Iruka would sacrifice himself, standing right in front of it, as Naruto's eyes would go wide. As Naruto would start crying, this is when Mizuki would tell Naruto that he had the Nine-Tails Fox sealed inside of him. As Naruto hears this, he would run. As everything else would go as in canon, Naruto's eyes would have a glint of anger and then hatred. As this would be Sukuna coming out. But this is when Naruto would put that feeling down, as Sukuna would be so pissed off at Naruto. But he admires the boy for his strength. As the Nine-Tails Fox is still inside, Naruto's seal, so is Sukuna. But Sukuna is in a deep part of Naruto's mindscape. I'm saying it's so far down in Naruto's mindscape, it's to the point where Sukuna is literally being held there, not being able to do anything, and just able to see through the boy's eyes. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would be given a headband. As this is when the next day would go by. Now, the next day rolls around. As I'll just say, everything would go canon until they get up to the roof. As he gets his team called and everything like that, Naruto would go up to the roof. And Sasuke and Sakura would be scowling at him. Sakura saying, I can't believe you really did pass, Naruto. I hate you. And Sasuke would just say, how can someone so weak like you ever become a shinobi? Naruto would just smile at this. This is when he lashes out. How can someone so insignificant like you ever achieve strength beyond me, huh? Well, I guess that's the same question you're asking me, but in a different way. As Sasuke would just scowl at this, saying, I'm always meant to be stronger than you. I'm an Uchiha. As Naruto would say, let's see about that. Naruto would just laugh. This is when Sukuna is still trying to take over Naruto, causing Naruto's emotions to just change. But after this event, Sukuna realizes it's hopeless. He can never take over this boy's body. As he decides, he'll just give the boy his powers and memories. But in a later date, when the kid really needs it. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would say his likes, his dislikes, and his goals. As he says that he likes Ichiraku Ramen, wants to become Hokage, but he hates the villagers. As, Kakashi hearing this is like, well, this certainly is not good. Because up to this point, Hiruzen was trying to get Naruto to be loyal to the village, which Naruto was until that one night of stealing the scroll. As Naruto noticed that no one really likes him in this village, and everyone hates him. They seem to find him as an annoyance, even Shikamaru and Choji, but they just, well, tolerate him. But they're not friends. Naruto thought they were friends. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would hear Sakura's and Sasuke's dream, as he just scoffs at it. Then, their dreams both being in canon, Sasuke wanted to kill his brother and revive his clan, and Sakura just wanted to marry Sasuke. As Kakashi would say, well, your dreams are interesting. Anyways, meet me tomorrow at Training Ground 7. As Naruto would do so, the next day. Now, one day goes by, as Kakashi decides to be early this time, Kakashi would show up, as the test would go the same, except Naruto would have an outburst, as some power would be leaking out, as we're going to go on to that fight right now. Now, as Kakashi is about to do the 1,000 years of death, Naruto would just burst out, as power would be surging everywhere. Naruto would be using one finger of Sukuna, as Sukuna allowed only this much power to be given to Naruto, as every 1 week, Naruto is going to get a finger. Well, not a finger, but I'll say every 1 day, Naruto, if he becomes strong enough, can go on to the next power. As Sukuna would slowly be showing Naruto memories, Naruto would have a little smirk, as tattoos would form on his face and entire body. As Naruto decides to rip off his shirt, showing his toned muscles, Naruto would then slash at Kakashi, as Kakashi would dodge. The slash would be relatively slow. At least, well, low tuning speeds. That's how fast the slash was. As anyways, when Kakashi, seeing this, would attack Naruto, and then Naruto would get out of that power and then be hit, getting knocked out. So anyways, after this, they decide they're going to work together begrudgingly as they pass the test. As Kakashi would tell them to meet him there tomorrow, and they're going to be doing 2 months of D-rank missions. As 2 months of D-rank missions would go by, Sasuke and Sakura still keeping those nasty remarks of Naruto, telling him that he's never going to become a good shinobi, he should quit, and that he's never going to be stronger than Sasuke. This is what Sakura would say. As Sasuke would say that Naruto has no potential, but he has to be further mistaken. But Sasuke also looks to Sakura and calls her weak, but she doesn't really care and is just blinded by her love for Sasuke. As anyways, after 2 months of D-rank missions, Naruto would slam down his fist on the table as it would crack, and all of it would be slashed, disintegrated, as Hiruzen would be like, what the heck, Naruto? As Naruto would say, give us a higher rank mission or else I'll beat the hell out of you. As, Hiruzen would say, all right, Naruto, I'll give you guys a C-rank mission. This is going to be an escort mission. As Hiruzen thinking in his mind, this should teach him not to, question his superiors. As, Hiruzen would be thinking, if there's a way to make sure Naruto doesn't go rogue. Because he noticed that Naruto has been acting way more different. As at the moment, Naruto is at 2 fingers right now, Sukuna's. As he's 2 fingers of power. As it's just 18 more to go, Naruto is learning more and more things about Sukuna, as he started talking with Sukuna in his mindscape. As anyways, Sukuna one day will be making that one thing. He would be making a type of, how can I say this? Return, but not himself, no. He's giving Naruto all of his memories and powers and sacrificing himself, as he will disappear one day into Naruto's mindscape. Being a subconscious, but then further just becoming nothing. As anyways, we're just going to have a time to where Naruto sees the bridge builder, as the bridge builder will say, what? You're telling me these brats are the ones who's going to be guarding me? As Naruto says, hey, who the hell are you calling a brat? As Naruto would cut the sake bottle would spill to the ground. As when Tazuna would just be very, very shocked, seeing that Naruto just cut his bottle. As Kakashi would say, Naruto, no killing our mission objective. As Sasuke is like, how did you do that, Naruto? As Naruto's like, none of your business, you damn Uchiha. As Sasuke would be thinking in his mind, well then, I'll get the council to tell me, and you will teach me what that technique was. As in his mind he would be saying this, Naruto would just laugh him, giving him a big smile. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would, well, be looking. Sakura would say, Naruto, why are you trying to be as cool as Sasuke? As Naruto says, Sakura, why are you being such an idiot? And Sakura would be red-faced. She would try and hit Naruto, but Naruto would just catch her hit above his head, as he would then swing her around, as she would just fall. As she falls, she would get back up. As Kakashi's like, that's enough. Get ready for your mission. As about an hour later, everyone would make it to the gate. Now, as everyone makes it to the gates, this is when Naruto would be like, so, the hell is we gonna do on this mission, huh? As Tazuna would say, oh, you're just escorting me. As this is when 3 hours would go by. Now, as 3 hours would go by, Naruto would be laying low. As Sukuna told him that from what he's seen in Naruto's life, the way he's acting is if it's putting him on a flight risk. As Naruto is now going to become, well, more like what he was before, and act more like he was before that. So a little bit more stupid, you know. He's putting on a mask now, a facade, as he's going to make everyone think that he's still dumb. As the people around the village, that being the Konoha 9, still don't know what Naruto acts like. So Naruto's just going to go back to the way that they think he acts like. So, yeah. As anyways, this is when they go on. As a puddle with two shinobi would appear, Sasuke or Naruto would freeze up purposely, as Sasuke would go in, killing one of the shinobi. This is when Naruto or Sasuke would then throw a kunai. Naruto would duck, as the shinobi would be killed by this. The Sasuke would make a remark saying, what happened? You froze up there. You scared? As Naruto would just smile. As anyways, after this, Kakashi would show up, saying he didn't really die. As Sakura would be relieved. This is when he, well, can't, really interrogate any of them, but he does interrogate Tazuna, asking why the two demon brothers were there, and if they're gonna run into Zabuza Momoichi, the demon of the mist. As Tazuna would spill the beans on everything. As anyways, Kakashi decides to just do the mission, and there can't be any harm since he's there, and it seems that Naruto's potentially stronger than him, but he doesn't know that. As anyways, Kakashi still thinks that his comrades are one day gonna come around and actually be nice to him. That's further from the truth. But anyways, after this, we're just gonna have a time. We're just gonna have a time to where, well, some mist would show up. As mist shows up, Naruto, well, he's gonna see this. As he sees a bunny, Naruto would throw a kunai at it. The Sakura would scold him for throwing a kunai at a bunny. Everything would go as in canon, until Kakashi gets trapped. Now, as Kakashi gets trapped in a ball of water, Naruto would be looking at this, as he would walk on the water accidentally, but a second later would fall through. About, 2 inches in. As not a lot of people noticed he was walking on water, except for Kakashi, Naruto would throw a kunai. As his kunai would be soaring, it would pass through 3 water clones as Zabuza made, and straight up send towards Zabuza. Zabuza would have to let go of the water thing. This is when Naruto would smirk at this, as this is when Kakashi would, copy everything that Zabuza would do, doing that dragon jutsu. As after these events, this is when 2 Senbon would start flying towards Zabuza's neck. Now, this happens, everything is gonna go as in canon, because I do want to get to the main thing. So, yeah. As anyways, after this mission, no, not after this mission, but after them doing this, hindering Zabuza, they would go to Tazuna's house. As about 2 weeks would go by. Because Naruto was just staying silent, not really saying anything, not really saying a lot, would cause them to keep trying to bully him. Sakura and Sasuke, both. As, Naruto would just been a little bit tired of it. but he said he would have to endure. Because for his true plan to happen, then he would just have to endure. As anyways, Naruto would be working on something called a incomplete domain. This would allow him to open up his domain expansion for about 1 second in battle. As this 1 second would count, 1 second you could be alive and the other second you could be dead. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto, after these 2 weeks, would oversleep and then wake up. As he sees the two bandits, he would cut both of their heads off with a slash of sukuna. As we're just gonna have a time to where, Tsunami and Inari see this and they are terrified. Thinking that this boy was weaker than usual, they did not expect something like that to happen. As Naruto would go to Naruto would go to the bridge. As Naruto sees a knocked out Sasuke, as Naruto would smile. Seeing that he could go all out, Naruto would slash every single mirror. As all the mirrors would break, Naruto would grab onto Haku's face, breaking the mask and digging into the man's skull. As Naruto would then smash Haku's face into the ground, Naruto would cut Haku from the neck, 2 arms, and 2 limbs, that they would both be cut off, as it would just be a torso. As anyways, that is brutal, sorry. Naruto would then disintegrate his body with slashes, turning it not even into dust. As after this, Naruto would throw a kunai. This kunai would hit Zabuza, as Zabuza is still learning. What attack is that? Because he's throwing a kunai, but he can't sense the kunai, and usually he can, because it displaces his mist. As this is when we're going to have a time to where, Zabuza would have to get hit by it on the shoulder. This would cause a distraction for, Kakashi. As Kakashi would use his dogs, the dogs would bite down on Zabuza as he would use a Chidori. And for Haku not to be stopping it, Haku would just see this, or Haku being dead, my bad, Zabuza would just die, not being able to see Haku anymore, even though Haku's already dead. As anyways, after this, Gato would show up. As Naruto sees that Sakura is worrying about Sasuke, Naruto would smile. As Naruto would say, Kakashi, I know I haven't showed you my power, but I'm gonna try something. As Naruto would send a slash towards all the bandits, they would all be cut in half. As each person with a weapon was killed, Gato, being lucky enough to be short, would still be alive. As Naruto would say kneel, the man would kneel as a slash would nearly cut off his head. As Naruto would come close to him, grabbing him by the neck and saying, where is his warehouse? As, Gato is saying, it's in that direction. As Naruto decides he's going to kill Gato by throwing him in the water. Now Naruto would start heading to Gato's mansion, ready to prepare a scroll. Naruto would start cutting up and slashing the house as he's going through room, cutting through walls, stealing all the money and information that Gato has and putting it in a scroll. As Naruto would see some prisoners taken, as these would be shinobi that were going to be turned in, Naruto would open their cages. As Naruto would say, so, let's say we get you guys out of here. But I don't really care about you guys, so you guys can get out on your own. As Naruto would go on, one of them would throw a kunai at him by grabbing it from Gato's table. As Naruto, slashing the kunai and the man in half, would just look back saying maybe that was a mistake. As Naruto would leave the house, he would then say, Fuga. As Naruto charges up a flaming arrow, this arrow would be sent flying towards the house. As the house would be hit head on, Naruto would have been smiling, as he would have had the biggest smile on his face. So the house would explode in a flame. As after this, we're just going to have a time to where Naruto would go back to Kakashi, as Kakashi is trying to sort everything out. This is when we're going to have a time skip. Now, one day would go by as they're starting to leave the village, or the Mist Village, or the frickin' Land of Waves. Now, as they leave, we're going to have a time to where they get back to the village. So Naruto would be walking through the village. He would then come across Ino Yamanaka, along with Shikamaru and Choji. As Shikamaru wouldn't say anything, along with Choji, Ino would say, look, if it isn't Naruto, the dead last, As they all keep calling him that, Naruto would just say nothing and smile, saying soon he'll be able to do what he wanted. As Naruto isn't strong enough to kill everyone in the village, Naruto is just biding his time. As after this, we're just gonna have a time so Naruto would just smile at as they continue going to the Chunin Museums. Now as they make it into the Chunin Museum's hall, Sasuke would say, what a pathetic excuse of a genjutsu. As that would be on the second floor, the genjutsu would be a door that says 326, when in that fact it was 226. As anyways, a lot of people hearing this, the Chunin would run up at Sasuke and punch him, but Sasuke would then punch the man back. As it would be a clone, it would poof. As anyways, after this, we're just gonna have a time to Naruto would just have a little smirk. As he would chuckle, Sasuke would say, you think that's funny, huh? Well then, you're lucky I don't beat you. But in these Chunin exams, Naruto, you better not get in my way. As Naruto was only acting, he wasn't showing power, so they still aren't afraid of him yet. As anyways, they make it to the third floor. This is when they make it to the third floor, as Naruto is like talking to them. But they just say, no, Naruto, we don't want to talk with you. As Naruto is going to give them all one more chance. Now as they go into the room of the proctor with the first exam, they see the Konoha 12. As Naruto tries to talk with them, they just say that they don't want to talk to him and that he's annoying. As Naruto says, so is that what you guys really think about me, right? You guys think of me as some sort of nuisance. Someone who isn't even supposed to be here, who doesn't deserve friends, right? Well then, I understand your hatred towards me. For most of you don't even think of me as a friend. As when Kabuto would show up and say, hey, you guys are making too much of a commotion. Maybe you guys should stop. But anyway, since you guys are rookies, I'll give you guys some information. As Naruto would just sit back, they asked for information on Lee and Gaara. As the information would both be given now, this is when, the proctor would come in. As the proctor comes in, Naruto would just, cut his test. Or not cut his test, but just wait. As he starts resting, this is when Inoichi, or not Inoichi, but Ibiki, seeing this, would throw a kunai. As it's on a course to Naruto's head, Naruto would cut the kunai in half. As Naruto would open his eyes, he would stare straight into Ibiki's eyes, as Ibiki would have been struck by fear. Naruto, in Ibiki's mindscape, would show up, putting an arm around his shoulder and saying, so, who the hell do you think you're sending attacks to, huh? As Ibiki would say, what? Kid, how are you in here? As Naruto asked, what do you think of my strength, huh? You think of me as weak or strong? As Ibiki would say, you're strong. As Ibiki is feeling the immense amount of power, that after this, Naruto would leave his mindscape. As Naruto would just have a big smile. As anyways, this is when the 10th question would be given out. As Ibiki would say, okay, all right, for pencils down now. For the people who want to leave, they can leave. Because if you take this 10th question and you fail it, you won't be able to become a Chunin ever in your life. As more people would leave, because Naruto didn't get up and say that speech. Well, actually, no. More people would stay because Sakura would give out a speech saying, what's the point of risking your life if you can't risk your rank? As a lot of people would stay, this is when Anko Mitarashi would come crashing through the window. As Ibiki would say, you pass, Anko would say, and now, for me to take you guys to the second exams. I am your second proctor. Now, come and follow me to the forest of death. As anyways, after this is when we're going to have a time to where Naruto would just been thinking. As Anko would give out all the rules and everything like that, she would give out the scrolls and the waivers as they make it into the forest of death. So you guys probably thinking, yo, I'm moving fast. Well, of course, this isn't like a short movie type of thing, like a movie, because I already did this what if. I see no point in me doing another one like this, except for making it an actual movie and changing up the tides a bit. You see, Naruto's gonna be working alone, being like some sort of menace. So, yeah, not working alone, but working with Sukuna, kind of. As anyways, 3 hours would go by in the forest. As Naruto would be hit by a gust of wind, this is when he loses track of his team. As Orochimaru would bite Sasuke on the neck, he would then leave. As Naruto would have been encountered by multiple shinobi, Naruto would have been heavily injured by that attack that hit him from Orochimaru. As Orochimaru laced that attack with nature energy, Naruto would be unable to use any of his attacks. As Naruto would have been jumped by 3 sound genin, this is when they try and send something towards him. But Naruto would get up. As this has been going on for an hour, the next shinobi that went up to him, Naruto cut him clean in half. As this is when Naruto would tell the other 2 to kneel. As they said, "No, why would we kneel to the likes of you?" As Naruto would cut both of their heads off. As after this, Naruto would start making his way to his team. As he makes it to his team, he sees Sakura on the ground, Sasuke above him, or above her, asking her who did this to her. We have Lee, who's injured, as Naruto would show up with a lot of killing intent, as he would smile. As Naruto smiles, this is when Naruto would, send a slash towards one of the sound genin. As this would be Kin, the girl, I'm pretty sure. She would be instantly killed by a slash. As Naruto would teleport behind the guy with the sound waves and tear off one of his arms. As he would slash his chest, he would then be sliced open. As Naruto would then grab the man and slam him into the ground, he would do the same thing that he did to Haku, completely eviscerating his body. As Naruto sees the last one, Naruto would say kneel. As the guy would do so, Naruto would smile, saying, "Well then, since you kneeled, I guess I'll let you live. Get on." As the guy would throw the scroll towards Naruto, Naruto would grab it. As a lot of them are asking, is this really Naruto, the idiot that they've been seeing? As Guy's team, Ino's team, and Kiba's team would be seeing this. As Hinata in her mind would be very saddened, seeing how Naruto is acting. As anyways, Naruto would pick up or knock out Sasuke and then pick up Sakura, knocking her out. As this is when he begins to jump from tree to tree. As he senses that all 9 genin are behind him, he stops and asks, why are they following him? As they say, we're just getting to the tower. As Naruto would just say, it's whatever. As Naruto would quicken his pace, outpacing the other genin teams. As he makes it to the tower, he opens up the 2 scrolls as Iruka would ask, why are both of them knocked out? As Naruto would say, Orochimaru bit Sasuke on the neck and I had to knock out Sakura because she was out of it. As Iruka would just nod, Naruto would go to one of the rooms that were in the tower and would just go to sleep, reminiscing of the fight that just happened. As anyways, after this, we're just going to have a time to where 5 days would go by. As 7 matches would happen, this is when we're going to have a time to where, Gaara's match is going to be last, but Naruto would be fighting with Lee. Now, as anyways, Sasuke being paired up with Kiba, Sakura being paired up with Ino, Shino being paired up with the guy with the sound wave. No, that guy's dead. Okay, so I killed a lot of people. So I'm putting up Shikamaru against Tamari. No, that's the finals. Okay, all canon matches except for Shino, Aburame, and the chakra guy, I did let it live. So the chakra guy that can absorb chakra, I let him live. So yeah. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time. So Naruto would have been up as his match would be called up. As the Hokage would have been, seeing this, the Hokage smiles, seeing what Naruto is gonna do. As this is when a lot of Jonins and even Naruto's friends would say, Naruto's not gonna win this battle. As Naruto says, well then, Lee, it seems if you got unlucky getting me as your opponent. As Lee would say, don't get cocky. As this is when Lee is going to rush in at Naruto. Naruto would block his kick. As Lee would start trying to kick and hit Naruto, Naruto in every corner would always block him. As this is when Guy would say to take them off. as Lee would take off his weights. Now, as Lee takes off his weights, Lee would become very fast, as his speed would be immensely, oh my god, do I say it? His speed would be immense. As he would then rush in, kicking Naruto in the chest, Naruto would be like, it seems Lee is very strong. As Lee would go all the way up to the 5 gates. Or, no, my bad. Lee would go and open up the first gate, as Naruto would then kick Lee. As he would send a slash, Lee would then dodge this, as Naruto would just see Lee and smile. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would then say, well then, Lee, it seems that you've gotten a little too lucky at this point. Well then, I'm gonna have to stop that luck of yours. As Naruto would appear right in front of Lee, Naruto would kick Lee into the roof of the building that they're in, and then slam him down. As Naruto would land on Lee's stomach, Lee would then start spitting out a whole bunch of blood, as the proctor would quickly intervene, saying that Naruto Uzumaki would win. As a lot of people would be like, what? How did he win? Wasn't he the dead last? As Guy would be very saddened by this. This is when, Kurt and I would just be thinking, is this truly the boy that passed at the bottom? As Naruto would just smile and leave, as the Hokage is worrying now. It seems that Naruto's being able to hurt his comrades so easily would cause him to think that Naruto would then betray the village easily. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where 1 month would go by. Now, as 1 month goes by, Naruto is now able to, use 20 fingers. As Naruto is able to use 20 fingers, Sukuna would fully give Naruto all of his memories, as Sukuna would then disappear, as Naruto would technically be the new King of Curses. As Naruto would have a smile, tattoos would begin to form on Naruto, as a lot of people would be taking notice of this. As it has been a month, Naruto is back in the Chunin exams. This is the actual arena, and this arena is going to be massive. As anyways, this is when the fights are called out, as Naruto would be put up against Gaara, Sasuke being put up against, oh my goodness, who can I put him up against? Like Tamari or someone. I'd say Sasuke has to fight the winner. So yeah. As anyways, Naruto would see Gaara, as Gaara would send sand towards him. As the match has been started, Naruto would slash each piece of sand. As Gaara would be confused by this, Naruto would appear right in front of him and slash him. As Gaara's chest would be opened, Gaara sees his blood. As before he freaks out, Naruto would then cut him more. As Gaara is getting weakened, this is when Shukaku would try and take over. But Naruto would completely overwhelm Gaara as he keeps on slashing him. As Gaara would be slashed in every direction, Naruto would send some fire, as Gaara would get crystallized and then be knocked out. Now this would foil the plans of Orochimaru. As Orochimaru would be looking at this, he would just say, just let the matches continue. As this is when Naruto would look at Sasuke and say, so Sasuke, you better be willing to risk your life, because when I get the chance, I'm gonna kill you. As Kakashi would say, Naruto, you wouldn't kill your own comrades, right? As Naruto would say, comrades, huh? These people think of me as an annoyance. They're further from comrades, not even accomplices. I would never lower myself to these people's level. As if I would ever try and become friends with someone so detestable, someone so below me. As Naruto saying this, would have a big smile, saying, so Kakashi, why don't you shut up? Because you noticed what the things they've said to me, calling me dead last, and I don't think I'm gonna take that anymore. I don't think anyone here is my friends, and I don't even think this village wants me here. So why don't I just end it? As a lot of people would be scared by this. This is when, the match would be started. As Sasuke would rush in at Naruto, Naruto would grab Sasuke and slam him to the ground. As Sasuke would then kick Naruto, Naruto would be kicked up, as Sasuke would then appear right above him with an axe kick. But Naruto would easily block this, kicking Sasuke in the chest. Sasuke would be sent back. As Naruto would send 2 slashes, Sasuke would duck to the left. As the left or the right would have been slashed, the walls would break. As Naruto would then slash the ground, it would make a line. As this slash would then slash straight up into the air, Sasuke would have to dodge, as he has to get off where the ground was slashed, as it's like a straight line, and then it would go up. As anyways, after this is when we're going to have a time to where Gaara is almost dead. Gaara, like, in the infirmary would wake up and be very terrified. As anyways, Naruto decides that he's gonna finish this, but Sasuke would go into his cursed mark. As he goes into his cursed mark, Naruto would continue fighting with Sasuke, as Sasuke would send his Chidori. As he's making it closer and closer to Naruto, Naruto would then hit him back. As anyways, this is when that Chidori would turn black. As Sasuke is rushing in at Naruto, Naruto would jump in the air. Placing his hands both together, he would then say, Yoik Tenkai, Sukuma Mizushi. As Sasuke is about to slash Naruto, Naruto, going on the dark path, would slash Sasuke. As before Sasuke knew it, his arm would be gone from his body, then his leg, then his other arm, and after that his head would be slashed off. As a lot of people noticing this would be terrified, as Naruto ending the domain would be declared the winner. But this is when an explosion of sand would have rocked the village, as the entire place would have been blown up. This is when Shukaku would show up. As the Hokage booth would explode, Naruto would slash the barrier that was made, showing up right in front of Orochimaru, and would slash him. As Orochimaru would be kicked, Naruto would then send a blade of, like a wind of blades towards Orochimaru. Orochimaru would be slashed into mini cubes, and then Naruto would technically erase him from existence. As after Orochimaru's death, Naruto would go over to the 4 Sound 4 members and kill them. As Naruto would go into the middle of the village. As he sees Shukaku, Naruto would grab Gaara by the head from Shukaku's head and would just kill Gaara. As Gaara would be cease to exist, as the slashes would cut you enough that you're just invisible, you don't exist anymore. Naruto would take a look at the village that was burning right in front of his eyes. As he sees the people that are screaming, yelling for help. The people who have tortured him as a child. The people who have hated him and made him think that the only way of being accepted was to become Hokage. As Naruto would have a big smirk, Naruto would then go into the dead center of the village. As Naruto would then say, Domain expansion, malevolent shrine. As this shrine would have more range than the one that was used in the Chunin exams. As anyone and everyone, along with everything, would cease to exist in Naruto's presence. As this is where I'm going to end off the movie. Well, not movie, but I'll say short movie to What If Naruto was how can I think of this? Naruto isn't specifically the reincarnation, so I'll just say, what if Naruto had Sukuna's powers, the short movie? Now, I made Naruto go on a dark path, and I didn't go into Shippuden, because after Naruto destroying the entire village, there's no point. I mean, come on now. But anyways, I'm thinking of making another what if after this, that being what if Naruto was the reincarnation of Kaido, or not even the reincarnation, but what if Naruto had Kaido's powers and abilities? That would be a good one. So I could just say what if Naruto had the powers of Kaido, and that would be good. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe. I know I made Naruto go on a dark path, and I know I did rush this what if, so that's my fault, but I just hope you guys enjoyed. And tell me about what y'all thought of it in the comments down below, And yeah, that's probably enough out of me. By the way, this was an idea. I was watching a what if, and I noticed that they were just talking about the canon fights. So I decided to skip most of the canon fights, seeing as it is well, stupid to go over them. It's a waste of time. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and peace. I'm out.